Well, hello everyone. You know, in our life, there's often consolations and desolations. Consolation is when things go well, and consolations is when God seems distant. Well, this week I've had both. My consolation is that we have new priests, Brother Christoph from Congo, who's with us, and Brother Michael Mascarenas, who is a deacon in transition. And so it's great joy to have them. Our community has increased, and we're very pleased to be with them. And so that, in many ways, God blesses us. On the other hand, desolation is when God seems rather distant. Just yesterday, I received a letter from a very good friend who lives in British Columbia, and he was talking about the forest fires being very near to his home. But more importantly, he is an Ojibwe Indian, and he takes this whole thing about the residential school with great sorrow and anger. In particular, anger at the Catholic Church. 3 of his brothers went to residential school, but he did not. And in many ways, yes, the Catholic Church is responsible for what we did. We should have never been in that type of ministry, but that's what happened. And so, it was great sad because he's a very good friend, and yet the anger and the pain that I could feel in his letter about being a native Canadian, someone where he feels that almost like he's a second-class citizen. He feels that even, for example, Kateri, who is a saint, is not really respected by most people. They think of her just as another native saint. And so in many ways that saddened me very much, and it's having me to reflect on what does it mean to be a Catholic in today's church, especially with the pain of residential schools. And yet, on the other hand, I know that God is working through many people at this time for truth and reconciliation. And we can't give up hope. We need to continue to work. So sometimes God blesses us and then he challenges us. But however it is, we know that God is always with us and guiding us over and over again. Even when we make big mistakes, he's still there to lead us to the kingdom of God.